welcome to the course on Internet Crimes and Cybersecurity. Today's topic we are going to discuss is basics of cyber forensics. This topic will be explained to you by B. Muhammad Irfan, that is me, Technical Coordinator Cybersecurity in Nalsar University of Law, Hyderabad. Okay, as a part of this topic, we will be covering 7 concepts. The first concept is what is cyber forensics, what is digital evidence. We will be exploring the characteristics and types of digital evidence. We will understand cyber forensic lifecycle. We will be further understanding tools and techniques for cybercrime investigation. We will be having a live demo of a case study of data breach at corporate level, and we will be understanding conclusions and way ahead for this topic or for this concept of cyber forensics. Okay, now what is cyber forensics? Cyber forensics involves the collection, preservation, analysis, and presentation of digital evidence related to cyber crimes. So we will be collecting, we will be preserving, we will be analyzing, we will be presenting. Where are we presenting? We are presenting in the court of law. So collection, we will be collecting from the cyber crime scene. Preserving, we will be confiscating the evidence from the crime scene technically. Then we will analyze. How the sequence of activities are being registered in the digital domain of where the crime may have been actively or passively part of it. Then we will be presenting. So whatever findings we got from the analysis, we will be presenting in the court of law for conviction or acquisition for conviction. Okay. So this is what we will be doing. So cyber forensics involves the collection, preservation, analysis, and presentation of digital evidence related to cyber crimes. This field is crucial for investigating cyber attacks, data breaches, and other illegal activities conducted in the digital realm. And the primary goal is to uncover how an attack occurred, identify the perpetrators, gather evidence that can be used in legal proceedings. So cyber forensics is of having 7 types. What are the cyber forensics we can do? We will do network forensics. We will be doing mobile forensics. We will be doing memory forensics. We will be doing email forensics. We will be doing malware attack forensics, and we will be doing disk forensics. So forensics here is nothing but collection, preservation, analysis, and presentation of digital evidence related to what is cyber crimes. The cyber forensics here is collection, preservation, analysis, and presentation of digital evidence which is being connected to a cyber crime. Okay, this is a crucial study of investigation. It will be helping you to understand and investigate cyber attacks, data breaches, other illegal activities conducted in the digital space. The primary goal is to uncover how an attack occurred, identify the perpetrators, gather evidence that can be used in legal proceedings. So what are the different types of forensics we can have? If let's suppose there is a network attack. Due to network attack, there is a denial of service. Because of denial of service, websites have been hacked. So we will be doing network forensics. Let's suppose there is a mobile device. In the mobile device, some malware has been planted, and that malware was being converted into a spyware. So we will do mobile forensics. Let's suppose there is a desktop. In the desktop, there is a rootkit or a virus which has been in the computer and which is replicating the data from the computer to elsewhere, everywhere. Okay, without the owner's knowledge. So we will be doing memory forensics. We will be doing email forensics. Let's suppose there is an anonymous mail. Hawk's mail has originated from some unknown source and it is anonymous nature, and you need to identify the perpetrators and the origin of the mail. Then you will do email forensics. Then we will be doing disk forensics. Let's suppose you have confiscated a device at a crime scene, or a memory card, or you have confiscated a SIM card. So you will be retrieving the data from that device, okay, related to the evidence part. So that is called disk forensics. So what are the different techniques of cyber forensics? So we have understood what is cyber forensics. We have understood what are the different types of cyber forensics. Now what are the techniques for cyber forensics? The techniques are, we will be using reverse technography, we will be using stochastic forensics, we will be using live analysis, we will be doing cross-dive analysis, we will be doing deleted file recovery process. So the techniques for cyber forensics is reverse engineering or reverse technography, stochastic forensics, live analysis, cross-dive analysis, and deleted file recovery. So we have understood what is cyber forensics, we have understood what are the different types of cyber forensics, and we have understood what are the techniques not tools. Techniques used for cyber forensics. Now we will be seeing, see, cyber forensics is done only for the sake of retrieving the evidence, or identifying the evidence which is part of the cyber crime in the cyber crime scene management. So what is evidence? Evidence here is a digital evidence. Digital evidence composes a wide range of information derived from electronic devices, such as computers, smartphones, cloud storage. It plays a crucial role in modern legal practices, and it can substantiate claims during investigation and trials. Example of digital evidence includes emails, GPS records, chat messages, metadata, which can provide definitive timelines and insights into events or interactions. So digital evidence is nothing but information which is derived from electronic device. Okay, and what are the electronic devices? It can be computer, it can be smartphone, it can be cloud servers, it can be anything. What is the need for digital evidence? It plays a crucial role in modern legal practices, and it can substantiate claims during investigations and trials. What are the different types of evidences, digital evidences? There are two types of digital evidences. One volatile evidence, another non-volatile evidence. What is volatile evidence? Volatile evidence are nothing but which disappears, or which gets eroded, or which gets erased when the system is switched off or shut down. So these are called volatile evidences. When the power goes off, the evidence disappears. So volatile evidences are memory structures, network connections, running processes, and open files. When the system shut down, the evidence is disappeared, or it goes off, it erodes. So those kind of evidences are called volatile evidences. So in a crime scene, we will be looking for volatile evidences and non-volatile evidences. Volatile evidences which will disappear once the system shut down. What are non-volatile evidences? Non-volatile evidences are the evidences which are been stored in the storage media. They will be permanently embedded into the memory structures. If you want to erase them, you have to be erasing them either by deleting the file, or you have to erase them by electrically programmed interfaces. So this is called non-volatile. What are the examples of non-volatile? Hard disks, USB pen drives, floppy disk, and CD and DVD drives. So what is evidence? Evidence is wide range of information derived from electronic devices. Okay, what are the different types of electronic device, digital evidences? There are volatile evidence and non-volatile evidence. Volatile evidence, when the power is shut down, the evidence disappears. Non-volatile, even if the power is shut down, the evidence will be available in the memory structures. So how we are going to see the evidence? How does it look like? Okay, the characteristics of digital evidence. It is latent. Latent means often not immediately visible or accessible. It can be hidden within the device or files, similar to how fingerprints are latent until revealed through a proper technique. So latent means they are there, but you have to go through different techniques, procedures, and tactics in order to retrieve them. Like fingerprints. If there is a crime scene and someone has used their hand to catch the weapon, or they have used some footprints, they have used some residuals from their body, okay, that has been found there. So we will be going around the crime scene. You will find those kind of residuals or biological imprints in the crime scene, and you will gather them. So these are all latent, not immediately visible, but while you explore, you can get it. Then fragile. Digital evidence is highly susceptible to alteration, damage, or destruction. Every small changes in the environment or handling can compromise its integrity, making careful collection preservation essential. So always remember, if you want to derive the evidence, a digital evidence from a crime scene, the sooner you go into the crime scene, you capture the evidence from there and you retrieve the evidence, that is better. The more you are, you are not exploring it or retrieving it, the possibility of it is being overwritten, it has been deleted, it has been altered is highly possible. So a digital evidence is latent, you have to find it. Fragile, it can be altered. Time sensitive, as the timeline goes off, it can be overwritten. Intangible, sometimes physical. See, digital evidence exists in binary format and is often stored in electronic devices, such as computers, for smartphones and servers. This intangibility can complicate its collection and presentation. So that means in binary format, it is not in a given structural format. Let's suppose we are talking about a Word file. The Word file which has been deleted from a hard disk. and you want to retrieve it. Technically speaking, the word file is not there. You are going into the memory structure. You will be retrieving the data which is deleted from memory structure. You restructure it and you will retrieve it. So there is no tangible physical file you are going to retrieve from the crime scene as far as digital evidence is concerned. You have to figure out latent-wise. It is fragile and it is also time sensitive and also it is tangible. It is not available, but you have to recreate it. Then complexity. It is very complex. Okay, people would have damaged it structurally, would have, in different formats. The evidence is somewhere. Let's suppose there is a SMS you received. It is a fake SMS originated from somewhere. Now, what are the tools you are going to use to identify and find the origin and the perpetrator? Though you have a computer, you have a network, you have a Wi-Fi, then you have servers, we have internet service provider, his network, then you have devices, you have operating system. So it is very complex. You have to understand layer by layer, stage by stage, and you have to unleash the evidence within the structure, and then you have to interpret it. So complexity is high. Transnational, the origin of the message which you are trying to find is not just in the country, it will be originating from any country, any part of the world, and it can be in any language format. Okay, digitally, it can be any technologically upgraded or it can be technologically transnational also. So always understand that digital evidence is latent, fragile, time sensitive, intangible, complex and transnational. So what are the different types of characteristics for a digital evidence in a computer fraud investigation? What are the digital evidences we are going to find in a computer fraud investigation that is different from the evidences which are going to find on child abuse and pornography investigations? That will be different from network intrusion investigation. That will be different from homicide investigation. So every investigation, depending on the scenario, depending on the crime scene management, the evidence retrievals and the source of evidence retrievals changes, substantially. So in a computer fraud investigation, you are looking for account data from online auctions. You will be finding address books. You will be searching for calendars. You will be searching for chat logs. You will be searching for customer information. You will be finding, credit card data. You will be, analyzing databases. You will be finding digital camera softwares which has been used. You will be investigating emails, notes, letters, financial and asset records. So computer fraud investigation, you are looking for address books, calendars, chart logs, databases, credit cards, phone numbers, emails, financial ledgers. That is what you are trying to find as a digital evidence. Then when you go to child abuse and pornography investigations, you will be looking for chat logs. Here you will be looking for games. You will be looking for graphic editing softwares. You will be looking for images. You will be looking for internet activity logs. You will be looking for movie files. You will be looking for directories. So what you are looking for digital evidence in a computer fraud investigation will be different for child abuse and pornography investigation, and also shall be different from network intrusions investigations, where in network intrusions investigation you will be looking for executable programs. You will be looking for configuration files. You will be looking for source codes. You will be looking for network relay chat logs. You will be looking for internet protocol addresses like IP and MAC addresses. In the same way, if you are doing investigation on homicide investigation, you will be looking for medical records. You will be looking for maps. You will be looking for telephone directories. You will be looking for photos. You will be looking for internet activities. So that differs. So in this concept, we will be looking for characteristics. What are the characteristics of digital evidence? The characteristics of digital evidence is latent, fragile, time-sensitive, intangible, complex, and transnational. And what are you looking for as a digital evidence from a data crime, cyber crime scene? You will be looking for, depending on what type of investigation you are conducting. If you are conducting cyber fraud investigation, you will be looking for certain set of digital evidences, traces of digital evidences. If you are doing child abuse and pornography investigation, you will be looking for different types of digital evidences. And if you are working on network intrusions, you will be finding configuration files, executable programs, quite different. In the same way, when you are doing investigation on homicide investigations, you will be looking for medical records, you will be looking for diaries, you will be looking for telephone records, trophy photos, internet activity, etc. Then What is cyber forensic life cycle? The cyber forensic life cycle is how we are going to understand a cyber crime scene and how we are going to confiscate the evidence, a source where the evidence can be there. Evidence can be there. You are going to confiscate, and how we are going to do the remaining cyber forensic life cycle. Like you will be doing imaging, hashing, carving, reporting, analyzing, again reporting, and submitting in the court of law. So understanding cyber forensics life cycle is very important for any kind of evidence to be submitted in the court of law and winning a conviction of the case. Okay, for doing that, first you have to understand how the attack happened. How the attack happened is very important to find how the investigation has to be done. The attack happened mostly by the help of reconnaissance, weaponization, delivery, exploitation, installation, command and control, and an objective. So let's suppose you will take one case that there is a mobile. In the mobile there is a spyware. Okay, if you want to find what type of spyware was installed in the mobile for investigate for kind of tracing, tracking, and surveillance, you have to understand what type of attack has been conceptualized on the mobile. So first you can't just go into the crime and you can't find the evidence directly. First you have to have recreation of the crime scene. That means you have to understand how the possibility of crime may have happened, fraud may have happened, intrusion may have happened. Once you do that, you will be in a position to get the forensics right. So always remember, first you have to understand cyber attack life cycle, then you can understand cyber forensic life cycle. In cyber forensic life cycle, we have 5 stages. 1, identification. 2nd, preservation. 3rd, analysis. 4th, documentation. 5th, presentation. So in identification, you will be identifying the sources from which the evidences can be retrieved. Preservation. The preservation is very important. In preservation, legally speaking, you should be doing imaging, you should be doing hashing, you will be doing carving. What is imaging? You will be creating exact replicated format of the device from which evidence is retrieved in a form of image file. There is a difference between copy and imaging. Imaging is also called as cloning. So copying, you will be copying only the files which are available in the pen drive. In cloning or imaging, you will be copying the files which are available in the pen drive and also the files which are deleted from the pen drive, which are already in the memory structures. So in imaging, you will get both deleted and non-deleted files. Okay, in cloning, you will get, in the copying, you will get only the deleted, only the alive files. So this is called preservation. After preservation, you will get the files which are been deleted, you will retrieve the file structures, you will recreate the file structures, you will have hash values, you will have images, you will have image evidence retrievals. So preservation is having 3 stages. 1, imaging, hashing, and carving. Imaging means creating an image of the exact replica structure of the device from which evidence is retrieved. That is called imaging. Hashing gives you a kind of distinct value that this pen drive is going to be the same, okay, at the time of confiscation. So let's suppose if someone has planted a new file into the pen drive and said that the evidence is found in the pen drive, the hash value will help you to counter that kind of plantations of the evidence in the device. So hash value at the time of confiscation or the time of preservation is regarded as the benchmark value. If the hash value, if the evidence is retrieved in the later on stages and hash value is also retrieved from the pen drive or from which evidence is retrieved, the hash value both should be same. If the hash value changes, at the time of confiscation, the hash value you generated, at the time of retrieving the evidence from the image, hash value changes, then the evidence is not considered. So preservation is very important. Then we will do analysis whether the pen drive, the evidence is retrieved from the pen drive or not. From the pen drive, which memory structure it has been retrieved. All these things are going to be analyzed and reporting will be done. That is documentation. Then it will be presented in the court of law. So cyber forensics process includes identification, preservation, analysis, documentation, and presentation. Then we are going to see the tools and techniques used for cyber forensic life cycle. As I told you, in cyber forensic life cycle, we have identification, preservation, analysis, documentation, and presentation. So the tools which you are going to use mostly are autopsy and you can say sleuth kit. This is used for imaging. Let's suppose you want to do memory forensics. You can use volatile framework. If you want to do, disk imaging and file recovery, you can use X-based forensics. If you want to do, entire cyber forensic life cycle from the time it has been confiscated to the time it has been reported or submitted in the court of law, you can use, SIFT workstation. For doing network forensics, you will be using Wireshark. If you are using autopsy, autopsy is nothing but a imaging tool, and also it is meant for retrieving the data. So it will not only convert the image evidence into a, it not only retrieves the evidence from the image, but also it gets you the hash value. So autopsy is very important. Then you are going to see the another tool called Wireshark. In Wireshark, it will be helpful for you. Let's suppose you are running a Wireshark on your desktop or in a laptop. Okay, it will be doing network analysis. It will be seeing you. Let's suppose if you see my screen, you have only what your PPT. Okay, PowerPoint presentation. Let's suppose I have opened 5 browsers and I am browsing the data. Imagine that I had a virus, or I have a malware. That malware is also reporting and recording what I am doing on the desktop, and it is transmitting the data to some server. So why using Wireshark, you can report and record whatever data is going from my desktop to any server, whatever data is coming from any server to you, and their IP addresses. By this means, you will be in a position to investigate what type of network intrusion data, you can say attacks or forensics you can implement. Okay, so this is called Wireshark and autopsy. Then a case study. Let's suppose for this case study, I have identified one scenario. In the scenario, it is a very simple scenario. Okay, we are going to have 2 things. Okay, one is imaging and we can say hashing and carving. So the 3 processes are called imaging, hashing and carving. Okay, imagine that what is imaging? The process of converting a device into a software format or a virtual format where the data, both deleted data and undeleted data from the pen drive is going to be replicated into a image file. Let's suppose you have a pen drive of 8 GB. Okay, and you are creating an image of it. If you create an image of 8 GB pen drive, you will be getting 16 GB image file. Why? Because this actually it looks like data is there. Data is always overwritten. So technically speaking, the upper layer of the data is identified as the data available in the pen drive, but the lower layer of the data can also be retrieved. So when you are doing imaging, what happens is that the imaging software which I would like to recommend here is called Access Data Forensic Toolkit. Okay, Imagers people call it. Okay, those tools, you can connect your pen drive to those tools and it will convert the pen drive into an image. That means the pen drive is 8 GB. It is an old pen drive, like 8 years pen drive, 9 years pen drive. There is a high possibility that the image file which you are going to see will be more than 8 GB. Okay, then you are going to run that 8 GB image file onto autopsy. Now, what does autopsy does? Autopsy does hashing. Actually, imager itself will do hashing. Autopsy will be doing retrievation of the data from the image file. What does it retrieve? It retrieves both deleted files and undeleted files, and that means not deleted files. In order to do this, I will be doing a small case study here. Okay, I have downloaded a file called this one. Okay, this is called CFRID. Okay, data leak case. This is a case of 2015 where a small civil engineering company which is expert in heat resisting material enclaves development or construction has bidded a kind of project to the NASA. Okay, and they created a special material for resisting the heat in the space shuttle, or we can say in and around the launch of the space shuttle. Okay, so what happened here is that the company has created some unique, distinctly different, scientifically high resistant material based architecture for building some, resting places around the launching pad, and this material is unique. So what happened is that when they bidded for the tender, someone else got the tender with the same kind of technical specifications. But the company got suspicious and they said that someone has leaked the data. So what they did was they confiscated 8 to 10 people's mobiles. They have SIM card, and those SIM cards were being put in investigation. And that investigation is done in this 3 pattern. One, first they have converted the SIM card or storage media into image, and they have created a hash value. Then they have created they have retrieved the data from the hash value, that is from the image file. Okay, so this is what they have done. Now for that we have found the exact image file for our investigation. So now as part of this program, I will be running autopsy, and I will be onboarding the image file created from one of the employees' pen drive. Okay, that pen drive has the evidence referred to the leak of the proposal. Okay, the proposal document. So I am opening the autopsy. New case. Okay, in the new case I will be saying NPTEL. Okay, and I will go to NIST. Okay, directory, I can give a directory. I can say that file NPTEL. Okay, so I will be selecting this one. Select. I will go to NIST. I will be giving the name 101. Finish. So I am creating a workspace for carving or retrieving the information or evidence from an image file. Okay, now I am going to upload. I am going to upload an image file next. So the source is I will go to the file which I have downloaded, downloads. In the downloads I have this image. I will be selecting this. I will go into NIST. I will go into NIST. So it is going to analyze the image files. So it will be retrieving the data both from data which is available on the pen drive and also the data which has been deleted from the pen drive. Okay, add it to the database. So finish. So database is added. So this has been analyzed. If you see down there, it started analyzing. So it is retrieving the data from the image file and it is analyzing it as well. Okay, now if you go into the file types, you will be seeing file extensions, you will be seeing images. So 88 images have been retrieved from the image file, which I have loaded I have uploaded or I have retrieved. So when you click this, you will be seeing this is the organization name, and we can further go. We can see this is the material type which is being used for tendering. This is the architecture, how it looks like. Okay, then these are all leaked. So we are going to find this kind of data with this person's pen drive. Okay, so if you see the images are increasing, day by day the images are increasing. This increase in the images, so this is heat resisting, the parameters they have submitted. In the same manner, they have other things which are supposed to be with the company. They are being found in a pen drive or in a memory storage device of the employee. So by this means you can find that this guy is the person who has taken the data from the organization, and he may be the reason for the data to be leaked. Okay, this is what it is being found. So what is it happened? First we have created an image out of this pen drive, and we have unloaded or we have uploaded the image into autopsy. Once it has been uploaded into the autopsy, we have retrieved the files from the image. Okay, this is what we have concluded from this analysis. Okay, so let us go back to our PPT. So this is the case study. So conclusion. The future of digital forensics is poised for significant advancements driven by need to address the evolving landscape of cybercrimes. Here are some key points to consider for future of digital forensics. emerging technologies, AI integration, machine learning, blockchain. These are all going to revolutionize how forensics practices are going to be implemented. Legal and ethical challenges. Okay, then we have standardization and collaboration. So if you take the digital forensic toolkits used in Kerala law enforcement agencies are different from the toolkits used in Uttar Pradesh to the toolkits used in Rajasthan law enforcement agencies. So there should be a standardization procedure should also be adopted, and it is cross-jurisdictional cooperation has to also be implemented. Then by this we have concluded that there is this is the concept of cyber forensics. We have understood what is digital evidence. We have understood what is digital evidence lifecycle. We have understood what are the characteristics of digital evidence, and we have understood a case study of digital evidence forensic lifecycle where we have uploaded an image file and retrieved the deleted and non-deleted files from the pen drive. And we have also understood how the future of digital forensics is going to be carved out. Thank you very much.